Hello everyone, LRon here with part 52 of my total Terraria world Annihilation. So, I've got one more loose end I need to tie up on the subject of Heroes of the Storm before backtracking to my super spoiler heavy Fallout New Vegas discussion. So, when I started up that fresh account, the one with the the random person's recruit a friend link, I sent that Battle.net tag a friend request, just in the off chance that I'll accept the request and I'll get to know the person that I randomly decided to help out. It didn't happen instantaneously, but he eventually did accept my request. From the best I can tell, it looked like he had given up on trying to get other people to do his recruiter friends, and so he did the other three accounts for himself so he can get himself the mount. So before the big winter announcement, we got to do some matches. From the sound of it, he's a bigger cheapskate than I am. I find that to be kind of amusing. And it seems like he's got basic beginner AIs down to a science, because he's trying to help his uncle get good at the game. Apparently his uncle's got no game sense, but enjoys the game. And so he kind of confirmed my suspicion that the beginner AI is using something that resembles the creep AI, where it's prioritizing other creeps and stuff over heroes. And so I'm glad I'm not the only one who kind of noticed that. Yeah, so in the end I'm happy that this guy ended up being the guy that I ended up choosing. It'd be kind of lame to have some random schmuck profiteer off of my efforts, but this guy seems like a decent enough guy to not worry too much about that. But then this was the part that kind of got annoying. A day after his stim pack started for the holiday season, his internet went down due to weather issues. And despite 3 or 4 attempts to have it fixed from the provider, it still isn't up. Like, now they promise that it will 100% be up like 2 or 3 days after his stim pack expires. So he kind of asked a big favor of me, since he knows that I'm big on not wasting stim pack, and he's big on not wasting stim pack either. So basically, his grand plan to not waste his stim pack was to use his cell phone's 3G tethered to his computer and play Heroes of the Storm at like 15 frames per minute. Now mind you, that is per minute, not per second, per minute. And so, to accomplish such a monstrosity, he can only realistically play Gaul, which meant he wanted me to spend pretty much 2 weeks exclusively playing Cho. Somehow I find myself accepting this outrageous request. Although, lucky me, he plans to reward me well. Basically, once we're done with the stim pack, I guess at the time that the offer was made, it wasn't clear that it was going to take this long. But basically, once he's capable of playing properly, he was going to let me fully AFK as Gaul in AI teammates while he toughs it out and basically matches the gold I produce for him 1-to-1, which is crazy. I mean, I guess it wasn't crazy at the time that he offered it, because he was expecting it to only take a day or two to fix his internet, but he's missing the entire stim pack, which means he's going to need to play 2.5 games for every game that we play like this. So basically, I have to put up with 2/3 efficiency on my own personal stim pack to let him piggyback on, and then he will double it. So in the end it works out for me, but it's kind of stressful to be moving slowly. I mean, sometimes we get some good people paired up with us, but other times we get jerks that want to take out every last building, and that becomes a 9-minute ordeal. But we could still get 3.5-minute matches if we get that rare group of people that wants to do it. But I do have to say, the week where Sergeant Hammer was free and I just blitzkrieged that was great. Because I consistently got to force others into making matches consistently being 4 minutes. But I do have to say, we generally got better and better as we went on with this. We kind of got it down to a science. He would have his cursor always aimed in one spot, so I would know where he was going to fire when he spammed, because he spammed Q and W the entire time, just blindly, and I had to aim for him. And then for Runic Bomb, or Runic Blast, or whatever you call it, exploding the E, we figured out a way to communicate when he should explode, so I basically told him when to explode it. And then after the fort is destroyed, then depending on what lane it was, he would change the angle of the of where his cursor was to another predefined location, and he would spam that. And then, if necessary, after the keep was destroyed, then he would adjust it again for the core. And so basically I always had to just keep in mind where he thinks we are in the grand scheme of things. And you know, once we got the system down, it wasn't too bad. We got a lot more of those, 4-minute matches once we got the system down. Alright, that's enough Heroes talk to last a lifetime. I will see you next video.